Hello, I'm Mehrdad Sedaghat Baghbani, Assistant Professor of Graphic Design at Florida Atlantic University.
Hello, I'm Setareh, Assistant Professor of Graphic Design at Oakland University. Today, we are very happy to present our research Persian typography journey from religious and cultural manuscript to consumer products at TypeCon 2021. What is Iranian language? Persian is the native Iranian language, which is known as Farsi too. It's also the official language of Afghanistan and Tajikistan. But what is the difference between Arabic and Farsi? Persian and Arabic are entirely different languages. However, they both have the most common alphabet. There are lots of Arabic words in the Persian language and some overlapping words in both languages. The Persian script alphabet is the same as Arabic alphabet letters, but with extra characters, and it's written from right to left, versus English, which is from left to right. A speaker of either Persian or Arabic with no knowledge of the other could read and write the language. Among all Islamic features, poetry and Quranic texts have a special sanctity and popularity in Iranian culture. Many years of creating masterpieces in Islamic art in Iran include their integration with calligraphy. Such effort was and has been the major accomplishment in the history of Iranians' art and culture. The purpose of such integration includes attention to the history. The Iranians' interest in script and calligraphy goes back to the pre-Islamic period. Attention to aesthetic, their unique approach to the design in terms of style and embellishments. And content, their interest in creating a platform for communicating Islamic ideology, as well as their love and passion for poetry and literature. Function, the passion for beautification and decoration of objects and surroundings. The work of Islamic era artists, especially calligraphers, elevated its status into high art that has been valued and appreciated today, which we will elaborate on shortly. Calligraphy is one of the prominent features in Islamic arts and architecture in the Islamic regions. As you see, for example, masks, books, poetry, and textile display the ubiquitous use of traditional typescript and calligraphy in their design.
One of the notable scripts in Islamic art is Naskh. Naskh is one of the most useful scripts in writing the text. Therefore, it has been applied as a text body and plays a significant role in spreading around books and manuscripts in Islamic regions. Also, Naskh had a more decorative appearances in rounded designs and created elegant relationships between images. Naskh with rounded forms could have a better legibility and accessibility for writing the book, transcription, and documents. Therefore, the demand for writing and developing the script increased very fast. As we mentioned, old manuscripts in Islamic era didn't limit only religious texts or Quran. Poems, literature, and stories played a crucial role in using scripts and calligraphy. Literature and calligraphy both integrated and expressed themselves together. Iranian people's inclinations in poetry and literature and the existence of famous poets caused the evolution of the Naskh script. The Naskh script was combined with another script, Taliq, which has more curviness and bent forms. As a result of this combination, a new script called Nastaliq has emerged. Nastaliq had a more open, softer curvature and circular features. Therefore, Nastaliq becomes one of the best choices in expressing literature. Smooth points, circular forms, and a rounded corner adopt poetic rhythms of an anthology in Persian culture. There is a strong penchant for Nastaliq in Persian culture. Nastaliq had displayed typeface features compared with Naskh, which was more similar to the text body. To this day, Nastaliq calligraphy has been one of the prominent Islamic arts and is very popular among the Iranian people.
In fact, Persian calligraphy, Nastaliq has decorative and informative function in Iranian culture. Nastaliq calligraphy from the walls of galleries to the niche and mantels houses shows that people still value calligraphy as a worthy art. People would like to have Nastaliq calligraphy hand script in their houses as a decorative item. Nastaliq expresses the identity of Iranian history and culture. Also, it has a spiritual validity and authenticity. Sometimes it adds meaning and emphasizes the importance of content. Nastaliq has a tremendous visual power that makes the text appear glorious and majestic. It gives a meaningful grandeur and a spatial recognition to the content of the text. Hence, in the contemporary Iranian society, abundance utilizing Nastaliq is prevalent to convey the importance of the subject. Nastaliq with display script feature is considered as one of the pervasive scripts in contemporary Iranian culture. The brand design in both commercial and business with employee Nastaliq indicating the luxurious and nobility of professions.
Interestingly, in the past decades, we face a new wave in which the elements of text, calligraphy, whether Nastaliq, regular typeface, or handwriting appear in painting, sculpture, installation, photography, and graphic design. This movement was almost new to the fine arts and opened a new window for contemporary artists to use these creative elements as a tool. One of the contemporary Iranian artists is Mohammad Ehsai, the most well known in calligraphic painting. He illustrates Arabic calligraphy in geometric and rhythmic patterns in abstract juxtaposition with his visual signature. The woven letters in his works show the integrative rhythmic forms with traditional and Western approaches. His unique measurement shows the strong technique in dividing the letters on canvas as a single composition. In this art installation by Parastu Furuhar, an Iranian visual artist, we see how she used Persian script to cover the whole room. Persian script turned to an ornament pattern with movement. The text patterns and letters direction causes viewers to navigate the rooms poetically. Parviz Tanawoli, whose sculptures are very famous, especially in this work, Hij, which means nothing. He shows the semantic relationship between word and meaning in the 3D forms of Nastaliq script. As you see, the original word of Hij has some dots and elements that he removes to show the concept and meaning of the word reflect feeling frustrating and meaningless in modern human life. A well-known artist, Shirin Neshad, who uses her plain handwriting on the image. She utilized the text as a meaningful aesthetic signifier tool in juxtaposing with images conceptually. The combination of image and text brought an attractive and new visual feature to Iranian audience. The handwriting text usage was not very familiar to audience, but it turned to impressive and eminent pieces.
But in graphic design, we face innovative deconstruction. Reza Abedini made a new revolution in Persian Arabic typography. He brought a unique fusion of Persian letters and calligraphy into modern arrangement. The combination of calligraphy and design elements appears together in a single creative composite work. Persian calligraphy had decorative or informative roles in the viewer's eyes, for Iranian audience. Reza Abedini shows a different and innovative approach to graphic design. He illustrates that typography with Persian calligraphy can be modern while keeping its Iranian culture visual elements. After Reza Abedini, many graphic designers were encouraged to bring the traditional atmosphere into graphic design and create a combination of Western modernity and Eastern visual forms. Most graphic designers created experimental typography by modifying the letters and typeface to effectively communicate with their contemporary audience. Image and text have a great integration in uniting the visual forms. In parallel with graphic design, we face a new phenomenon that so many designers love these deconstruction styles in calligraphy and Nastaliq calligraphy to apply them in fashion design. The young generation, millennials and Z generation, are incredibly attracted to this new style of fashion. Having clothes with Farsi text or poem with Nastaliq was very appealing, fresh, and unique, and didn't exist before because people used to see the clothes or objects only with Roman words and English language. At the beginning of this trend, a prevalent tendency to old-fashioned visual elements such as Nastaliq calligraphy brought a new vibe and artistic appearance for fashion design. Nastaliq was used more in fashion design because it was more recognizable for Iranian pop culture and represented Iranian historical culture.
When society and contemporary life welcomed this unique style for fashion, then gradually designers started not to use only Nastaliq as a traditional typeface in their fashion design and tended to use other typefaces. In addition, the text didn't limit to poem or literature codes. It transformed into individual words, numbers, letters, daily conversation, and popular trend jokes. This inclination of having objects or clothes with Farsi alphabet letters increased in the market and turned to a high demand trend in youth culture. Lots of creative experimental typographies with the Persian language emerged in fashion design. They were more new to Iranian audiences who never had this experience to see the Arabic letters in fashion and jewelry. Many fashion, craft, and jewelry designers willingly or unwillingly become similar to graphic designers interested in playing with letters. Indeed, many of them can be called spontaneous graphic designers who maybe don't know typography but have a great taste in visual art and the relationship between image and text. So many art and design students or people who have a background in art and graphic design started to build their own brand, which explicitly applies Persian calligraphy and art.
The reconciling relationship between tradition and modernity through the unusual usage of calligraphy and letters brought various meaning among young people. Wearing those fashionable clothes convey artistic, modern, intellectual, unique style which represented and belonged to a specific group of young people who are more educated or interested in art and culture. In this context, the young generation paid more attention to cultural values and deliberately tried to apply them in their daily lives and utilize the text in home goods and decoration objects. They revived the nature of Persian language with letters, text, and poems. The trendiness of text used in fashion words is driven by several cultural, historical, and social reasons. The young generation pays more attention to their identity and history. They found many interests in visual cultural elements. They care more about aesthetic of Persian text. People apply Persian calligraphy in their daily life, decoration items, and fashion design. The young generation found different voices and meanings by using the item with text and calligraphy. Also, the popularity of text use in daily life caused incredible growth of advertising, and it brings to the pervasiveness of this trend in Iranian society. We can say that there is reconciliation relationship between Iranian contemporary art and Persian Farsi letters. Persian and calligraphy found valuable places among people that they admire them as significant cultural elements more than past. Cultures have a major impact on artistic practice. They have inspired and shaped what has been produced. They have become the imminent and consistent platform of creativity and communication for artists throughout history. Therefore, they must be preserved and maintained. And thank you so much for watching this presentation. And this research would not have been possible without generous assist of our graduate research assistant, Narges Panahande and Hamed Adalati.